Afternoon. Thank you for watching Geeky Girls Journal. If this is your first time, welcome to the GGJ family. If you are not subscribed, this will be a good time to subscribe. So, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to this channel. I'm here. I love to motivate and encourage others, and we're talking about a couple different things today. Actually, I had not planned to go live, but I thought that this will be a good topic to discuss because I'm just a little curious and I wanted your help on trying to decide a few things. So we're going to just go ahead and get started. If you are in replay mode, put hashtag replay mode in the comments so I'll know that you're here re-watching this video. And I thank you for your support. I see the two of you in here. Thank you very much for coming in. So I'm jumping right into this discussion because I can. So, all right, the title is Are You the Problem? And initially, I was not going to go live, but I decided this is a good time to do it. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. And I was looking at this trending video. I'm late on it. You all probably already know about it, but it's about the Cheesecake Factory girl. Have you ever heard about that? Well, here's a little summary about the Cheesecake Factory girl. She went on a date with this guy, and she proceeded to record herself while she was in the vehicle. And in the vehicle, she was telling how she was just, hey, Jamie, hey, Robert. She was just telling how she was disappointed. I'm using that. That's the nice way to say it because she was on here spilling all the tea, the beans, whatever you want to call it. But she was disappointed in this date because he had taken her to Cheesecake Factory. And initially, I wasn't going to talk about this. So I waited a week and I said, you know what? I'm going to talk about it because it's probably a much needed topic. For those of you who are single and ready to mingle or dating, I'm not single, but I thought this would be a good topic to kind of see what my audience is. Hey, everybody. Hey, Kay Renee. Hey, Miss Patty. You know what? I want to make sure that I am acknowledging everybody. So I'm going to put your names on the screen so I can make sure I get you all. And I'm going to try to keep up with the chat as best as possible today. Okay? If I don't blame it on my heart. It's just that sometimes I'm just not that good at keeping up with the chat. Okay, Jamie is over there. She does a wonderful job of keeping everybody, engaged and making sure that I see you. So just know that I see you. And if I don't see you now, I will see you after this live because I always go back and look at my comments. So I'm telling you, I'll be smiling as I'm looking at them. But I want to get back on this topic because you all can help me through this a little bit. And also, I have daughters, so I'm always asking them, what are your thoughts about dating? Do you want to get married? I know they're young, but I still, I just wonder what the younger generation thinks about marriage and dating and all that stuff. So I have everybody in here saying hi. Okay, that's awesome. Okay. Hey, Bud Files. Hey. So, yep, I'm just giving a second so that I can look at this and catch up. Okay, so I'm caught up. I see everybody who's here. I think I got you 5. So, the Cheesecake Factory lady. So she's telling why she was displeased with this young man taking her to the Cheesecake Factory. Now, how many of you have ever been to the Cheesecake Factory before? That's probably a question that should be asked. And if you have been to the Cheesecake Factory, would you be upset about somebody taking you to the Cheesecake Factory on the first date? I'm assuming it was their first date. So anyway, the moral of the story I want to get to is on my thumbnail, I have cheap dates. I did that for a reason. Would you determine whether or not you wanted to continue dating someone or seeing somebody based on the location, the date that they take you on? Would you? And I should have done a poll. That probably would have been a real good thing to do. I think I can do that right now. Maybe I can try to do a poll. Would you? No, maybe I can just add it later. I don't know how to do the poll right now, you all. Yeah, would you determine whether or not that person was suitable for you if they took you to, let's say, if it wasn't Cheesecake Factory, what if they took you to Five Guys? Would you still want to go on a date with them? Would you still be engaged with them? Would you still interact with them? Or would you do like this young lady did and say, I think she was on camera and she was just really adamant about her position from what I gathered, from what I saw. And she was on the camera and she said, basically, why would somebody want to take somebody like me on a date to Cheesecake Factory. And she was saying Cheesecake Factory, but she also mentioned chain restaurants. So I guess she's saying any chain restaurant. Like she does not want to go to any chain restaurant with anybody on any date. So how do you feel about that? Like, is this the reason why a lot of people are not dating right now? Um, are people being too particular about where they want to eat? And also, do you have standards while dating? Because I know the answer to my question. I know what the answers would be for me, but I'm just kind of curious if anybody who's single that is watching or that will watch this, what are your thoughts? Leave them in the comment section if you're not in the live right now. Leave them in the comment section so I can continue the conversation later because I'm just curious. Kay Renee, thank you very much for sharing. She says, not at all. It's the quality of the person. A first date, you should be getting to know the person. I would go on a date if we went to IHOP. Be grateful. Okay, Kay Renee. Now, that is where we agree. Okay. And at first I was like, am I just a cheap date? No, I'm not. Because where I go or where somebody would have taken me when I was dating would not be a measure of my worth. And I think that some people feel like if they're not going to these exclusive places or exclusive restaurants, then, maybe they just feel like they're above that. I'm too good to go to Cheesecake Factory, or I'm too good to go to um, Olive Garden. I'm just throwing some places out there. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm too good to go to Miller's Ale House. That's one of my favorite places to eat, to be honest with you. So yeah, while they're saying, it's beneath me basically to go to these places, I think, and this is why I say I agree more with Kay Renee, that it's more about substance. Are you in it to find out more about that person, to see if you are a great match with that person? What are your oh, I see you, Kay Renee. I'm coming over there. Are your expectations shallow? Are they surfacey, or do you have a leg to stand on? Okay, and I'll tell you what I mean, because if you're looking at somebody in a quality way, then shouldn't you be looking at their heart? Is that person a good person? Do they have good morals and values? Do they respect you when they take you out? Um, and I'm going to stop for a second so that I can read some of the comments. Kay Renee says, I think people want these expensive places to post on social media. I hadn't thought about that. And that's a good point, Kay Renee. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. They want to post on. Hi, Matthew. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you also. And happy Halloween to anybody else who's celebrating today. Have a good time. Be safe out there, everybody, because not everybody is in it for the right reason. So, watch those people behind the mask. I'm just saying, watch them. People have on masks, and not everybody is out there celebrating. That sometimes people are doing the extreme. So be careful. Make sure parents should check your kids' candy. That's what my mama used to tell me when I was little. I couldn't even open a piece of Halloween candy until they checked it. So that's just a tip for happy Halloween. All right. Jamie said, I have different standards than the young folks dating today. Kay is correct. The first date is to get to know the person, not drain their pockets. Yeah, I have to say, Jamie, I'm old school, just like you. I've been married for 20 years now, so I've been out of the dating scene a long time. I mean, a long time. It's been a long time. So I know that things have changed. I mean, it's online dating now. People are dating using apps and all types of things that I probably don't even know about because I'm not dating. That's why I just wondered. I'm asking the people who are dating. So yeah, I would much prefer to have a quality conversation with somebody and to see if our the things that we are looking for line up. I want somebody who's honest. I marry somebody who's honest, brutally honest sometimes. I met somebody who's honest. I mean, I would want somebody who's honest. I would want somebody that had a sense of humor, that was fun. I don't want nobody who's just sitting around boring, not want to do anything. What are some things that you all might look for in dates if you're single, or what are some things that you look to, you know what? I want somebody, they don't have to be um, religious in a traditional sense, but I want somebody who believes in God. I want to be able to share my faith with them and talk about God freely and then not feel like they're looking at me out the corner of their eyes, because that, my friend, would never work if I were still dating. If I were still dating. So I would have to have somebody who believed in God. That's that. I mean, I wouldn't be able to see us really going any further if they did not, because that's very important to me. Some of you might say, I want somebody who is financially responsible. I would as well. But would that overshadow that person's personality? Say they made, $50,000. I mean, I don't know what today's ongoing rate is, so forgive me. Those people who are like, what, $50,000? I don't want to say that's nothing. That's something, but it depends on what your standards are. What are you looking for? And again, this video, that Cheesecake Factory day kind of just made me think about something, and I brought a little, package for you all so that we can look at it together, and then you can tell me what you're thinking. So Jamia says, happy take your kids candy day. Right, happy take your kids candy day, because that's what a lot of parents are like, oh, candy. So they put that candy in that bucket, and you will see that bucket for a couple months after Halloween, right? So that's happy taking kids candy day. Happy I don't have to pay for candy day because I'm the parent. Well, if you pay for candy and give it away, now you paying for it, but you also getting it back. You giving and receiving if you do that. So, and that's one of my babies. I'm sure she'll be trying to have a take it pay. Not right now. Can I do this first and then you show me? All right. High five. Yeah. All right. She's a single lady. Oh, I'm a single lady. I'm a single lady. And Jamie said, I haven't been on a proper date since 96. See? I wonder, Jamie, if it's just changed. Like the values have changed since 96. Like I hear that the dating pool is very scarce and it's tough out there in those streets. That's what I hear. I don't know, but that's what I've heard. And my heart goes out to you ladies that are trying to find somebody. And you men as well. I'm just talking about the ladies because that's who's usually here. The professor, the measure of a person is not equated directly to a meal, but rather the appetizers in the conversation. Yes, the conversation, professor. I completely agree with you on that. It's not about the appetizers. I mean, it's not about the meal and how much you're paying. Aren't you there really on the first date to try to get to know that person? Aren't you there to try to figure out, what they value and what their morals are? Isn't that what we should be looking for? Or am I just so old school that I'm out of touch and I don't know? I mean, somebody help me out. Professor, thank you very much, and Jamie. So is that what it is that, people now, and Kay said earlier, maybe they just want to post it on social media. I want to know the person's interest, profession, financially and emotionally responsible, sense of humor, medical history. Do you have a criminal history? Do you have children, married, single? And Kay Renee, that's a list. That is a great list to have. And while I'm reading your list, it looks like you have it pretty much nailed down. It seems like you have a good idea of what it is that you want in a person or what you're looking for. And while I say that the things on Kay Renee's list may not be important to somebody else who's looking at this, it's important to her. And I want to ask you, Kay Renee, would you be willing to settle if somebody did say criminal history important? That's something you should not settle for. Children, married. What if the person you were dating and you found out later they had a child, but they met everything else on your list? Would you be flexible? Would you consider that person? Or would you say, hey, nope, they didn't get the 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to say 10. I don't know how many you have. Say they only got the 9 out of 10. No, I'm not compromising and I'm not shortchanging myself. Okay, Renee, I'll wait for the answer until I go into the next comment, which is yours. Live with a significant other, ask questions. People are so worried about things. Suppose they miss all the red flags. Yeah, I agree. You can't be so worried about posting what relationship goals and man goals, whatever people call them. I don't know. Again, what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a woman with an opinion that happens to be here online. So yeah, Are you worried? Are you so worried about posting, the best date ever that you miss the qualities in that person, which should be the most important thing? Hey, Miss B, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Miss B said, hey, everybody. And everybody speaking to Miss B. Jamia is, yes, it is. I'm going to stick to raising my kids and chilling. It's too many games being played. Man, Jamia, if I had $1 for every time I heard that, yeah, I wouldn't need to be monetized on YouTube. I'm not. I'm just saying. I wouldn't have to say, oh, I need to be monetized. So, yeah, I mean, I hear it's scarce out there. I mean, back when I met my husband, I met him while we were in college. So it was a little bit different. Both of us were broke. I mean, I had a job, he had a job, I had my own things. And that's another question I want to ask. When you get into a relationship, and that's Miss B. You gotta turn it down. Okay. Thank you for checking on me. Sit right there. Thank you. That's my baby. Look, I thought I got her to sleep to come do this, but joke was on me. So, okay, Kay Renee said, I've been married for 19 years. Congratulations, Kay Renee, because it takes some commitment, which I know a lot of people are scared of that word. We're gonna talk about that too. It takes commitment. It takes some compromising, which I didn't know that it was so much compromise, until I got married. Like I learned that along the way. So let me tell anybody who is single and looking for a partner, you are going to have to compromise. I know a lot of you are saying, I'm not compromising, I'm not changing, I'm not doing that. It's funny, you can say all this stuff while you're single, but once you get married, oh, you will compromise. You know why? Because you find out quickly, hey, Brand, you find out quickly that it is not about you. It's not about you alone. It's not about you. You have to make decisions for the both of you. And don't even talk about if we throw kids in there. Now you have to make decisions that work best for the whole family. So if you don't want to compromise, if you're somebody that does not like to compromise, you should stay single. I'm telling you, stay single. Be happy in your singleness. Do what you want to do. Travel, work, spend your money, have a blast, because married life will not be for you unless you find somebody that's like, oh, I don't care, like they can do everything they want to do when they want to do it. And now then that would make me ask another question, is that person concerned about my well-being? I mean, it might be a little far-fetched for some of you when I say that, but that's what I'm wondering. Are you concerned about me? Are you, I'm going to ask more questions about that. I won't do it right now because I see some stuff in the chat that I want to get to. Brand says, you silly. Those are the questions I ask. And no, I don't care about children. If they're younger children, they're mine. I also want to get along with the ex. I hate drama. Oh, yes. Man, I hear that so much too about the ex. I don't have that issue, thank God. I don't want that. But it would have to be peaceable for me. If I were in that situation, I would absolutely have to have a relationship with the ex. And I'm saying we don't have to be buddy buddy, but we would have to be cordial. We would have to be able to get along and talk, because if you have children, if that person has kids with that ex, you better believe that you're gonna have to merge at some point and discuss things. If they're younger kids, like she's saying, if they're adult children, it might be a little bit different. Like if that person has adult kids, they're adults. But if we're talking about children, so you have to interact. You might have to schedule weekend visits. You might have to schedule, summer. This is how many days the person has this person on these kids in the summertime or whatever, So that's all stuff you have to work out. Hey, Coco, I didn't see you come in here. Thank you for coming in, Coco. Coco is over there eating, y'all. Check her out. And so it's Jamia. We already know Jamia. If you're hungry, do not go to Jamia's channel. I'm telling you right now. I want you to go subscribe. No, I don't want to say don't go. Don't go. Sorry, Jamia. Go to her channel. Just don't go hungry, because she's over there eating. Her and DNL, they are eating good. Now, I don't know about the neck bones and the turkey legs and the whole lot of stuff, but we're talking about me. I'm very picky, so don't listen to me. If you like neck bones and the turkey legs and the everything else Jamie cooking, because she comes up with some stuff that I have never, I'm telling you all, ever had in my life. So go over there and get some ideas. Some, hey, chatty chat. That's Coco saying, hey, chat. So yeah, go over there, get some ideas. If you have a hard time trying to plan meals like me, or just don't feel like cooking and you need some ideas, go over to Jamia. Coco, she tries things out while she's eating. In MTV, we already know what Miss V does. She educates us about YouTube. She has a crime channel. So go over there, check everybody out who is in this chat right now. You learn with Robert. Man, he helped me out on that last pop up live that I did, you all. I was on there trying to figure out, and I know I got off task, but I just want to say this. I was on there trying to figure out how to hook up my HDMI cable to my DSLR, which is a Canon. It's a Canon M50, Canon M50, and I thought I could just use it. See, I didn't watch any videos, so that was my fault. I didn't do my research, and I thought I'm getting on here. I'm just gonna plug in the HDMI cable to my camera, to my laptop, and I found out quickly that was not the way to do it. And I was trying to do it because, my husband told me my the quality of my camera sucked. I have the clip on right now, and it looks a little bit clearer today, but this is the one he was like, oh no, that sucks. You can't do that. So I just kind of took that and said, you know what? I need to make sure I get it together because I don't want to be out here in these YouTube streets looking crazy. So thank you for listening in, Coco. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. You like my background, Miss V? Yeah, so those are my windows. I'm in my sunroom. It's not that warm here, but I'm in my sunroom. So this is the natural light that we're using today. Welcome to my place, everybody. Thank you, Miss V. I appreciate it. I probably should do it from here more often, but this is a busy part of my house. So most of the time I have to hide in a bedroom, or you all might see me do it live in a closet in a minute, because that's pretty much what I'm reduced to these days. I take whatever space is available, depending on the time, the day. I just go where I can fit in. You know what I mean? Like, I have a house full of people, so this is my life. And today, the sunroom is open, so this is where I am talking about you people that are dating, and what you what you like to do, and if you think people are worth your time and all that stuff. So, Coco, let's see what she said. We are strangers trying to work together. Compromising is golden. Yeah, because let me tell you something, Coco. People don't think about this a lot, or I don't know if they do. I'm just gonna say, you really think about it once you get married. So I just want to tell you all that are single this, to really think about this. You have two people coming together that are from two different households, two different backgrounds. They might not be culturally aware of that other, they might not have the same culture as that other person. So they may lack some things in cultural awareness. It might be an African American person trying to date somebody who's Caucasian, or anything. I'm just giving an example. So we all know that there is a difference in our communication styles. Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, I'm just saying there's a difference. So now you're bringing two people who have just met each other and are trying to get to know each other. You have two people coming together to try to figure things out and to try to work things out. That is why I'm saying it shouldn't be about if that person is taking you to Ruth's Chris, or let me think of some other places around here that are very expensive. The expensive restaurants, the little fancy ones that had the little cute stuff on the plate with the little sauce, and then you eat and you still like, well, at least I do. I'm not like, I don't really care for the fancy stuff. I want to eat something that I'm going to eat, and a smile is going to be on my face afterwards, and that's comfort food for me. So I like to eat. I don't want the cutesy stuff. Keep it. For those people who like the cutesy stuff, go ahead, carry on, have your QT meals. And in the meantime, I'm going to be eating my potatoes and chicken. And, that might sound, stereotypical, but I'm just saying, I like chicken. I like fish sauce also. And salad, I love salad. So while I could be at Chopped eating salad and having a great first date, it wouldn't matter to me. It wouldn't matter to me. Like, I'm more concerned with trying to figure out who that person is, who I'm sitting across from. Do we have any connection? Are there sparks? Was this date a waste of my time? Do I need to leave right now because it's going nowhere? Or do I need to sit it out for a minute and then call it quits and say, okay, thank you for the date. I'm glad that we were able to spend this time together. Have a great life. Like, call it quits. If it's not worth your time, why are you still pursuing it? Why are you still attempting to go out on dates with this person afterwards? I know I hear that too. Like people say, I gave it another try, another try, another try. Most of the time, you already know if that person is somebody that you want to continue date within that first or second time. Like you already know. At this point, are you trying to get a free meal? Or are you trying to make a connection and trying to figure out who that person really is? So I agree. We are strangers trying to work together. Compromising is golden. It has to be. Don't be so shallow that you miss out on an opportunity because you said, I didn't want to go to, I'm not going to say Burger King or McDonald's because you can't take me there either because my stomach will get upset. What I would do is if somebody took me to Burger King or McDonald's, I would go, but I'm not ordering anything. I would just sit there and talk to you. I'm going to have a conversation because to me, and I guess this is probably where priorities kick in. For me, I'm more interested in the conversation. I'm more interested in filling you out and seeing if you are a psychopath or seeing if you have kids, like somebody said, seeing if you have another wife. Sometimes people have a whole wife, a whole family on the side that you don't know about. Those are the things you got to figure out. Do you have a criminal history? If you can find that out, that's important, but you probably need to see some data. And I don't know how, we get that information, but some people, you might be able to do it. I don't know. So Brand says, Geeky Girls, did you hear about the ex-NBA player Joe Smith? He was married for I think 16 years. Now it's falling apart. I did not hear about that. Most of the time, sports, I really don't know a whole lot about sports. I will watch basketball. So I'm glad you said NBA, not NFL, because NFL, I'm completely lost outside of what you all say on YouTube, or if my husband's watching some, highlight, then I get to see the best of the game. But otherwise, I had no idea. But I did not hear about Joe Smith. Um, it, and see, 16 years is a long time to invest in a relationship. Hopefully, they were able to separate or whatever they're doing, and they're, I don't know, because I don't know what their situation was. So it's just, when I hear people who have been married for 16 years or lately 30 years, somebody's been married for 30 years, 40 years, and then all of a sudden that's the end of it. I just wondered, what happens to situations like that? Is it that, okay, there was um, were you just in that relationship because you had kids together and you wanted to wait until they got older to leave that person? Or was it that you grew apart over time? Was it that, the person may have been doing something damaging to you and you just sat there and took it? And in that case, if somebody's abusing you, you don't take it. You're not anybody's punching bag. I mean, verbally and physically. Like, don't sit there and allow somebody to abuse you. You are worthy. You are enough. And you don't have to take that. You don't have to take anything somebody dishes out. Now, I'm not for that. Like, you don't have to take anything somebody dishes out. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, MTV. I must be all the MTG. I must be all the way behind on these comments. Hit that like button, fam. Thank you, Professor. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm helping my baby. I'll be in the background. Oh, that's okay, Jamie. I realize that people have other things to do. If you all are in the background, I'm cooking, doing whatever it is that you do. I understand. I'm a mama. I was in the background on so many people's lives today, listening in, but I was also trying to go through teaching my baby, my 4-year-old, words because I need to get her prepared for next year. I like my kids to go into the school year, into kindergarten, already knowing how to read. So I'm a little bit behind with her because my other kids, at this point, they already knew how to read. But with her, I mean, this is my 5th. I am tired, y'all. Whew, it takes God. It just takes the good Lord Jesus. But so yeah, a lot of times when I'm, at somebody's life trying to support, then um I'm there, but I'm in the bushes, I'm in the bushes and I'm listening and I'm trying to multitask. Yes, I love the natural light. I love it. I love natural light. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Thank you for coming in. If you're still here, thank you very much. And thank you all for your support. If I didn't say it before, I really appreciate it. I I mean, I can't even say how much I appreciate you all coming to give me a little bit of time because time you cannot get back. So just the simple fact that you all are here and have decided to spend a little bit of your day with me, it means the world because I can't do this by myself. I need this community has been awesome to me, and I know that some people have been saying that there have been trolls or some negativity. I have not seen it personally, and maybe it's because I'm not in the right spaces, but I'm glad that I'm not in those spaces when that happens, because I've had nothing but great experiences, and it's because of you all. It's because of you all. Um, so again, I really appreciate you all coming in to support me when I'm live. I know I am trying to get a consistent schedule together. It's been a little difficult, but we're working on it. You all see I had a 6 o'clock p.m. on Sundays going. So we're gonna try that. Yes, this past Sunday there was a fluke, but it's all right. Next week Sunday, we're being positive over here and it's gonna work out. So I'm glad. And I see, oh, it's Crafty. Hey, Crafty, how are you? How's the baby? I have not seen you in a minute. I'm glad you are here. Thank you so much. Hey, baby mama, she said. Yes, bro, Fessor, fancy restaurants like Chez Boucher. Yes, I've been to a few, and I had to tell you, like, I've tried it. I've tried filet mignon and all that stuff. I'm not that girl. That might be for some other people. I really was not that impressed, to be honest with you. And I've been to some. And I'm not saying that they're all like that because I've not been to every fancy restaurant. I'm just saying for the most part, I am I'm like that girl next door. Like that girl next door. Give me cheese. Well, these cheeseburgers lately, like they have made my stomach hurt. So give me some chicken and give me some, like I said, some potatoes. I love those any time of the week. Give me some pizza. I know some of you are gonna say don't eat the pizza, Andre, but I like pizza, French fries. Give me that, and I'm fine. I'll sit right there. I could sit if I could probably literally eat from the kids' meal and be fine. Okay, so everybody's saying hi. Um, Let me catch up on these comments because it's important that I get that in. Next time I get married, I'm marrying me a female pair. Brand, no, you didn't. Why a female parent, Brand? The next time you get married, so you've been married. So people like Brand could also add to this conversation. Hello, geeky girls. Hello, chat. Hey, sweet thumb. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Crafty saying hi to Miss B. Everybody saying hi. Tamika Davis. Hi. Tamika Davis is an awesome supporter, isn't she, y'all? Like I see her everywhere. Hey, geeky girls and everyone in the chat. Brand's awesome. All of you all are awesome. Crafty, Jamia, Lisa, Miss V, Geeky Girls True. Let's see. Because I want to ask you all a question after I catch up. I'm just getting past. Oh, she's great. I'm so glad to hear that. I love the baby stage. I love that age. I like all of them. I've been learning throughout all the different stages with my kids. So yeah, let me ask you all something. So um I did ask you about the restaurant. We talked about that. So it wouldn't matter to you, I guess, because I don't know about the new people who came in. Let me ask you, new people that came in. Would it matter to you where you went on a first date? If you went to the cheese, okay. Let me not use Cheesecake Factory because I feel like I'm saying their name too much. Let's say you went to a small scale or a small chain restaurant and then you went to a large chain restaurant, or if you went to a mom and pop shop, or if you went to a park. Okay, let's just say whatever. If you went to a park, would you be offended because that person didn't take you to a gourmet restaurant and they took you to a park for a first date? Would you be offended or not? Okay, let's see. Brand says, Geeky Girls, the reason why I want to marry a female pair because whoever at our door, she gonna. Yes, Brand. All right, Jamie. All right, so I've been here for 33 minutes. I think I might let you all go in a second because. Oh, and Coco's still here saying hey to all in the building. Crafty Leo says it wouldn't matter to me. Coco says we can go fishing. Now that would be something. I've never been fishing on the first date. I've never been fishing at all. So I would go. I'd be down with that, Coco. You could take me fishing because hey, I could learn how to fish. When you learn how to fish, you can eat. You can eat. You teach a man to fish or a woman to fish. What happens? Okay, Sweet Thumb has a question. Let me see. My question is when is I couldn't get it out, you all. When is the success of a date not the man's fault? That's a good question. Does anybody want to answer it in the comment section, co-host? I'll give you all some time. So he says, the question is, when is the success of a date not the man's fault? Good question. While people are answering that question, I'm gonna go on crafty wheels. I love fishing, Coco. That would be a great first date. That would be a good first date. I don't know if I like fishing or not. I've not been. I do know that it's probably a little smelly out there, though, isn't it, Coco? Help me out. Is it? I would think so. Like, but hey, that's a cool first date. That's a cool first date. I think. How many people would want to go to a museum or something on a first date? How many people would want to go to a museum? I'm just wondering. I'm just curious to see what you all think. So we still see Sweet Thumb. I still see your question up there. I'm gonna come back to it. Leo, yes, love it. Don't let me have a sandwich, chips, and a drink. I'm fishing all day. That sounds like fun. A sandwich and a drink. See, I love drinking. I'm more of a drinker, so I'm not talking about alcohol. I'm talking about just lemonade or something, water. I would probably be drinking all day. Then I would have to go relieve myself, but that's another conversation. So OG Brand said, Geeky Girls, the first date is nothing wrong taking a person to a park. You got to get to know the person first anyway. We can't be moving too fast. No, I agree. I don't want to move. Sometimes when you move too fast, you think if that's the person, you think that everything, is squared away, and then you get into something else that's more committed, and then you find out the real deal because I hear people can conceal things and they can do it like that's why I said I would need somebody to be honest. Like, if you doing dirt, just be honest. Like, if you have a whole family over there, be honest. Give me the chance to make the decision whether or not I want to spend this time with you. That's fair, right? Give me the choice. You know, tell them. Any Okay. Oh, when and where of any first date is a good start to me. Yeah. I mean, I don't see what the big deal is. I know that, people have their preferences, rightfully so. That's what they can do. That's why I'm having this conversation with you all because me, I don't care. I don't care. I can't go to a library. That would not work because I want to talk. I want to talk to you. That would defeat the whole purpose if we went to a library. Nope, can't go to a library. So that will be what my stipulation is. I need to be able to talk to you. A park, yes. I can be as loud as I want. I can talk to you. Restaurant, whatever. Chick-fil-A, who cares? Yeah, Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A, so I wouldn't take me to Chick-fil-A. I'm talking to you anyway. It doesn't matter because I just want to find out what type of person you are, and I want to be able to make a sound decision. I want to be able to say, okay, I did not like this part, and also if you say something that I need more information on, I want to be able to ask you more questions and go a little bit deeper. Like I said, if you're talking about committing to somebody, you want to get all the information that you can get. I'm telling you, listen, don't feel bad about asking all the questions that are on your mind. Ask some questions and come back and ask some more. Ask some questions and sit there and think about it and ask some more because you want to know this person's ins and outs. And especially if I know a lot of people are like, I want to go date for marriage, or some people just want to date casually. Okay, that's your business. But if you want to date and you're looking for a potential spouse or a partner, you better get all the details. What's this person's financial history? I know people might not want to tell that on the first date. So that might be a second, third, whatever date. I don't know. I don't know what the guidelines are. I'm just saying. I want to know everything. Do you have student loans? Do you have a house? Because if we get together, that's also going to be something that we take on in a relationship. What are the payments looking like? Do you pay child support? Do you have kids? Do you have a good relationship with your parents? I want to know that. Do you have a good relationship with your family? Or are you out here just being solo dolo? Like, do you have a good relationship? And I know that not everybody gets along with everybody in their family. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, like, are you somebody that, because I'm a family person, so that would be a big deal for me. Can you get along with people that are not in your family? Right? Are you respectful? Can you hold a conversation with others? Are you introvert, extrovert? Like that really doesn't matter because I find myself introverted at times. I'm also extroverted depending on the situation. I'm an ambivert. Remember I told you all that. So that, I just want to know all the questions. Are you a vegan? That's important nowadays because I have to know like what is it going to look like for me when I'm cooking? Do I need to am I going to have to change my eating habits or am I going to have to make two different meals? That's important, you know? So, let me go on. Right? Okay, Crafty says right to Coco all day long. And Coco says, I did go to an art museum on the first day, loved it. Turned around and took my kids. See, that's what I'm talking about, Coco. I love a good art museum. I like all the things. I see Van Gogh. I want to know what the history of that Van Gogh is. You know, did he make this painting? What kind of mood was he in? I'm asking all the questions. You know, I might not be asking it to my first date, but I might ask the person who's in the museum, can you give me a pamphlet? Can you give me a brochure? And I'm asking a date. What do you like about this artwork? You know, what does it make you think about? Can you do you produce art? You know, that might start a whole nother conversation. Maybe I didn't know that this person was an artist. And now I find out, oh, you have a museum. That's interesting. Where is it? What do you do? What's your specialty? That's a whole nother range of questions. So yeah, I like the whole thing about an art museum. You know, I would do that. Okay, let's see. Um, that's right. I don't think a man should turn his pockets out for someone he doesn't know. Yeah, see, I'm with you, K Renee. I don't okay, we just need to be realistic about this. So let's just be realistic, okay? Because I want whoever is coming to this channel, who or you all who are here, the goal of that person on the first date should not be to drain another person's pockets. I think that that's pretty inconsiderate. I think that's pretty inconsiderate. I know that some people go Dutch. Do people still use that word? Like going Dutch? That's when you pay half. Like I pay my half, you pay your half. Then I don't know. I guess you split the tip, whatever you do. But if somebody is treating me somewhere, I don't care where you take me. I really don't. I really don't. Because if I don't like the food, if I don't like the place that you took me to, I'm not going to eat. I will just sit there. I'll get a drink and I'm just going to have a conversation. If I don't like the location, if I feel uncomfortable at the location, that might be a little bit different. If I feel like, you know, it's giving me a little, you know, if I feel like, ooh, I'm on edge because this is not the kind of place I like to be. If I feel like I'm unsafe or some of that nature, I'm going to, hey, can we change the location? Can we go somewhere else? And it's not because I want to drain that person's pockets, but it's because I may be feeling unsafe. Or some people have anxiety. If you feel like you're anxious at a certain place, you don't have to stay there. And I don't think that's what Kay Renee is talking about. I just went off on a tangent and I just wanted to explain that. So it just depends. I saw something that Crafty had up. Yep, I got it. Crafty says the success or failure of the date. There you go. There's the answer to your question, bro. Professor. I think we did table you for a second, but there, Crafty, she came in on clutch. Um, the success or failure of the date depends on the individuals. It's not solely on the man or woman. Okay, did they answer your question? Question, bro? Professor? You're doing good. Yes, so I agree. It would take two. Like you can't go on a date and be like, oh, he sucked. Because you were also a part of that date. What did you do to contribute? So I agree with Crafty. What did you do to contribute? Did you just sit there and hope that they had everything together and that they knew everything, that they had the conversation, you know, down? Did you feel like, um, okay, they paid for it, and you know, you can't put the responsibility solely on one person. It takes two, even when you're dating. Did you contribute? Did you add to the conversation? Some of you like to pay your half. Did you pay? You know, however you want to contribute. And if that person said, hey, I want to treat you, let them treat you, right? Um, but yeah, you got to do your part. You can't just blame the other person and say, oh, that date sucked. Well, you were a part of that date. So did you suck? What did you do to help out? Like, or maybe you just weren't compatible with that person. So that would answer the question. Okay, I don't need to go out with this person anymore. Maybe I need to just go and, you know, start again. Start again. Like I said, why waste your time if you already know that that person is not the person that you're looking for? Geeky girls, she might be evil like the devil or something. I'm trying to live and enjoy. I'm trying to live and enjoy life. I hear you, Brand, because ain't nobody got time to be out here in these streets being miserable. If that person makes you miserable, if you just can't stand to see their face, if they get on your nerves, whatever it may be, why are you still trying to spend time with them? And that's another thing. Like, I don't think that people should be so desperate and feel like I just want to have somebody that you accept anything. Don't just accept anything from people. Don't accept anybody. Like, I think my expectations would be that I get their best, right? Show me who you are. Show me the best. Show me. I don't want you to be fake and I don't want you to be phony because that wears off. That wears off. Can I get along with you? I'm looking for a person like at some point when you get older, you're not just looking at the person's physical appearance. You want something with more depth. Can that person offer you a solid conversation? Can you relate? Can you go out and have a good time without having a fancy meal? Can you go walk on the beach and laugh and have a good time? Those are the things you should be looking for with compatibility, not can this person take me on a cruise to, I don't know, Bahamas, whatever. Because now you're just looking for a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. And I know everybody has different reasons and they have different agendas when they're in relationships. But I'm saying if you want to find somebody that you can connect with beyond those superficial things, you really want to have conversations with people. Don't shy away from the things that are important to you, right? Find those things out, whatever it is on your list. I think it was Kay. Somebody gave us a whole list earlier. I would not have a problem with that because at least you know what it is that you're looking for, right? And you can ask the person based on those specific criteria or standard that you have. And also, like we discussed earlier, not everybody's perfect. Actually, nobody's perfect. Not everybody's going to meet all those check marks or checkpoints. Good job. I see you.
Mom, do you like the sun?
I do, but can I watch it later?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you. High five.
Can do a thumbs up. Can do
Yes, you can do a thumbs up just on that one. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm a mama. What do I do? And I love my baby. So yeah, what do you do? Do you just say, hey, I don't mind. I'd rather have a person with the money. Well, go ahead. Go do it. Be with that person for their money, and then let's see how happy you're going to be. If I'm just saying you can love somebody that has money and be happy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you are trying to date somebody or commit to somebody just because they have money, you're going to have a tough road ahead of you because you, trust me, you want to wake up and be able to have a conversation with that person and like what you see in the morning and say, hey, this is my best friend, or, because some of you married or are dating your best friend, I do. I think I dated, hey, the professor and OG. Oh, okay. Sorry, Tamika. I missed that. Loving me, Tracy. Oh, Coco. I love Chili's restaurant. We can eat pasta. I haven't been to Chili's in a long time. Ever since they used to do that baby back ribs commercial. You all remember that? I think was it Justin Timberlake or somebody who sang that? Chili's baby back ribs. That's how long it's been since I've been to Chili's. Not because I think I'm too good for it, but just because I haven't been, because it's not on my list. I tend to go to the same places and get the same meal. Like every restaurant I go to, I have a specific meal that I want to eat there. I don't really venture out that much beyond that. I will, but most of the time, I already know what I want to eat when I go to the restaurant. If it's my fave, right? If it's some place that I go all the time. If it's a new place, then I look. So these females tripping. I know, Coco. So I was seeing that the lady that we were talking about, the Cheesecake Factory lady, I saw a short clip and it looks like she did an interview where she was explaining herself and she kind of tried to apologize to him in her way. But I don't know if I were him, I would have to take a little bit of time with that one. Like, I don't know what their dating status is, but if I, say he didn't have the money. Let's say this guy could only afford Cheesecake Factory, and then now she was like, "Oh, I don't want to go because I'm too good. You're taking me to a chain restaurant." Then you already know, okay, she's shallow. I don't want to spend time, or she or he is shallow. Why would I want to spend my next couple of days with them? Right? If the only reason why you want to go with me is because of where I can take you, then it might just it's not gonna work. And that's my own opinion. You know what? You all have your own opinions, just like I have mine. So my whole goal is just for anybody who is yeah. Hey David. David! Hey David! Here comes David. See, David talk with the caps. See, I don't know why people were mad at the caps. I'm not mad at the caps, David. And David comes in speaking. He is speaking. Let me see. I see everybody's speaking to each other. I want to make sure I got everybody. I promise I've been saying clutch more often. Yep, clutch. Do you? I said to Coco. Um, I don't know why, but I'm just saying, Cleo. There he is yelling. Hey, what, John? I haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, John, thank you for coming in. I see you. And the professor, you or the person on the date cannot fake an honest date. No, you cannot fake it. Like, and you shouldn't fake it. YOLO, you only live once. Yep. And I don't think you should fake it. Like, why would you? I'm here to try to get to know you, and you should be here to try to get to know me. So let's put it out. Let's put it out there. You know what I mean? Like, what do you like? What do you dislike? Um, what's your mama name? What's your dad name? No, I'm just playing. I want to know all the details. I want to know what I'm getting myself into. I'm just being honest. Like, you want to know what you're getting yourself into before you jump into anything and with anybody. Don't just jump. You got to ask the real questions. And like I said, what's important to me may not be important to somebody else, and what's important to you may not be important to the next person. But you ask those questions that are most important to you. Don't shy away from it. Don't be concerned that they get offended or upset. Listen, I'm just trying to get to know you better. That's it. That's all. Because I need to make good judgment calls. I need to use discernment. I need to see if we're even a possibility. Like, I just need to know. You know what I mean? You can ask me all the questions too, whatever it is. Not right now because I'm taking. I don't need anybody asking me questions. So, oh, okay, yeah, yep. Some people don't ask questions, then upset about the outcome. Absolutely, Kay. Why are you upset when you didn't ask the appropriate question? Listen, if you need to write, get yourself, if you feel like you might forget to ask specific questions when you go on that date, let me give you all a tip. And I just thought about this. Get yourself a notepad and a pencil. This will be me. Get yourself a notepad and a pencil. And yeah, this is my daughter's little pumpkin. Get yourself a notepad and a pencil, and I'll straight up just write all my everything that came to my mind at that moment. Questions. I'll be writing them down. Doom, 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 doom. Boom, boom, boom. Do you have a wife? Do you have kids? How many kids? What, are you actively involved in their life? Blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is that you got to ask about, write those questions down. Take that piece of paper with you, because what you don't want to do is forget. Take that piece of paper with you, ask the questions. And if that person say, hey, why are you questioning me? Why do you have a pencil and a paper? I'm looking out for me. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm looking out for myself. Don't get upset. Hey, if you don't want to answer these questions, maybe we should not be on this date, because what you are trying to do is protect yourself, and you're trying to make sure that before you get emotionally invested in this person, that, you know what I mean? Like, it's a good match. Don't waste your time out here. Don't waste your time, because time, like I said, is something we cannot get back. Cheesecake Factory is fine. K, Coco, Cheesecake Factory. When I saw the video and she said Cheesecake Factory, I was like, what's the problem with Cheesecake Factory? You know what I mean? Like, I've been there before. The only thing about Cheesecake Factory, and this is not a gripe, the only thing I can think of right now at the top, off the top of my head, is the Cheesecake Factory's menu is long. Like, they have all the options, and that's the only thing for me. Somebody like me, I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's so overwhelming for me because it's so many things to choose from. And I'm not like really that into cheesecake. I will eat it. I have eaten it, especially if it's a lot of fruit. Like, I just want a whole, give me all the fruit, all of it, all the strawberries, all the blueberries and kiwis on top of it, and I will eat it. Especially if you just have strawberries, I'll eat it. But other than that, I don't really venture out. I know they have like just um all the different types of cheesecake, but you know, for somebody like me, I'm that girl. Like I said, I already know what I want when I go to the restaurant. So I get the same thing at Cheesecake Factory. But yeah, so that's my only thing with Cheesecake Factory. It's a whole lot to choose from. That shouldn't even be a negative thing. So why was she upset about that? I don't know. I'd like to know what kind of restaurant she is used to going to if she had a problem with Cheesecake Factory, because I think most people would say, oh, Cheesecake Factory, what's the problem with that? I like it. I don't know. So it is fine. Geeky Girls Journal, the professor. I love me some big. Ooh, I'm out of here. I'm not touching that, Professor. I don't know what you. I don't. You said some big eyes. Are you talking about my eyes? I'm gonna just say big eyes. I love me some big eyes because I have some. Yes, I think there is a bias. As a man, I find that when all is told, I wasn't the one doing the telling, and somehow I was at fault. I know. You know. Okay. Sweet thumb. Let me talk to this point real quick before I move on, because it can be a bias sometimes, you know, because I think it's traditionally men are or have been in positions where they are to take the woman out, and you know they provide the meal and whatever it is that comes along with dating. But my thought was with this is I find that when all is told, I wasn't the one doing the telling. Somehow I was at fault. So sometimes people just like to point the finger at the other person, and I find that that's human nature for a lot of people. Some people, I won't say a lot. For some people, they don't want to shoulder any of the responsibility. So, what's the easiest way to do it? To point the finger at you. You were the reason why the date was terrible, or you were the reason why we didn't have a good time. You. Instead of being accountable and saying that, you know what, it just didn't work out for the both of us. You know, I might have added to that, you know, and the date just sucked. You know what I mean? Like it just sucked, but it's unfortunate. And now also I know that there's a lot of, oh man, it's snowing. Also I know that I see a lot of, I know it's called toxic relationships now. Is that correct, everybody? Am I saying it right? Toxic relationships, where I see this thing where it's like a battle between the men and the women. You know, men telling the women how they should be, women telling the men how they should act and what they should do. Now, I'm not a man. I've never been a man. Can't even imagine what it is to be a man. So I don't like to speak up on a man's behalf. Why? I'm not a man. I can't tell you anything about men. I can tell you what I know about the men that are around me. I can tell you what they talk about and what I've gained from that, knowledge wise, because I like to listen to conversations and take it in and try to analyze it. So I know that, but I can't tell you anything about being a man. I have different perks. I'm a whole woman over here. So I can suggest things, you know, to say, hey, men, we like to be treated with respect. You know, I can add to it and say what a woman likes or what I like, because not all women are looking for the same thing. We talked about that. I'm not looking for somebody who's taking me to a fancy restaurant all the time. I prefer something a little more low key. But I can say to a man as a woman, if you have a wife, listen to her. You know what I mean? She's not nagging you. She's just trying to express her concerns to you. You know, listen to her and try to treat her kindly. Try to be fair. Be honest. Because while some people may not want to hear your honest perspective, women like me want to hear your honest perspective and your opinion. You know, what is it that you value in our relationship? You know, what I can go on and on about that, but what I'm saying is people just have to learn to be more accountable. I am not perfect. Man, I've been married, like I said, for 20 years, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning things about my husband. He's still learning things about me because we change. But for the most part, we know each other. I know my husband's temperaments. I know if he comes in the house looking a certain way, I already know. Don't go attack them. You know, ease into things. Don't. And I think that's sometimes what's missing. Like you gotta evaluate the situation before you just go full on. Sometimes people don't know that, because if you're single and not married, you might not know. You might not know that you're gonna have to compromise, what you talked about earlier. You might not know that you know this person has a trigger. You know, you might not know that talking about this specific thing might get them excited, you know, and it might cause an argument. So those are things that when you're in a relationship with somebody, as you get to know them, you find out things, and then you make your decisions from there. He should have called me. Sheesh. Oh, true, Geeky, said David. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm so behind on your comments. Let me catch up with you all. Kay Renee says she didn't respect him, period. She was 30 minutes late. 30 minutes late, Kay. I heard she was an hour late. And also, she was an hour late, but he had reservations to go somewhere else. But they missed the reservations. And then, I know it's a shadow or something. Let me turn. She missed the reservations. Can you all see me okay? She missed the reservations, and then that's why he ended up taking her to Cheesecake Factory, because she was late. She made him wait. And she said, when I saw her perspective, she said that she was late because she was working, and I don't know, she had to come in and get ready, basically. So that's something that maybe she should have called him and said, I'm running late. No, not should, maybe she should have. Be courteous and, call and say, you know what, I'm running a little late. I thought I'll be there, but, you know, the time got away from me, or I'm in traffic, whatever it is. Like, I think people just need to be more considerate of other people. People's time is valuable. Time is valuable. And, people are always talking about money, which is important, because you do need money to spend things, to buy things, but also your time is very valuable. You're not getting any younger. And you can't get that time back. You can't get that time back that you wasted waiting for somebody. I'm sure he could have been doing something else for that hour. So she could have said, hey, pal, pal, this is my first time seeing you in here. I see you everywhere else. So thank you for coming in, pal, pal. See? Pal, pal, pal. Everybody's speaking. Let me see if I miss anybody. David, Corey, Coco, Ethnic Eats. Oh, okay, Coco. See, Coco and Kay, y'all get into this. I like it. Them being offended might be the first sign to run. Yeah, if you're offended, that's the first sign for me. Like, why are you upset? Because I'm asking you questions. Why are you upset? Because I need to know these questions. This is vital information, right? It's information that I need to be able to make the decision if we're going to continue on this journey or not. And you can like it, or you can like it, or you can do whatever you want to do with that information. But I'm saying, for me, if somebody were to say, hey, why you questioning me, like blah blah, this might be where it ends, depending on what question you answered and how you answered it. This might be where it ends, brother. And I'm married now. I'm just saying, my husband, he went through some things with me. Like, I had to ask several hundred questions, and I got the right answers. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be married to him. Hey there, Tamika Davis, because I tell you what, I value myself, and I value what I bring to the table. What you need, baby? Okay, can you wait a second? Yeah. Okay, so I'll probably be on just another 5 minutes. Dudes asking for pics. Okay, I want pics too of your place, car, job, pics. Yes, so people asking for pictures, Coco. Yeah, I think I heard that. Well, if you want pics, like, I'm not giving you pics of, and I know people were doing like private areas, we'll just say that. So no, but you want some pics, you say you want some pics of your place, your car, your job. It reminds me of that saying, what was it? He ain't got no APT, ain't got no JOB, ain't got no CAR. Do y'all remember that? So if that's okay, then you know what I mean? You just gotta see where your priorities lie and find out if this person's the match. Okay, Brand, hey bro, why are you so quiet today? Oh, he wasn't quiet, pal. He's been saying some stuff. You just missed him. And he was probably calling somebody silly rabbit today. Maybe me. He wasn't, pal. You just late. Yep, see, Coco said it. I'm late, Coco. Ooh, let me catch up with y'all. Okay, so pal, please don't get me started now. Then Papa, you done got him started. Oh, okay, Coco. I thought he was sad today. No, I don't. Has anybody ever seen OG Brand sad? I don't think I have. Yes, see, Coco, you agree with me. That menu is, that menu is huge. And you got pages. So I just kind of, I'm telling you, I give up after a while. I'll be like, okay, let me pick something quick. This is what I want. I don't even want to look at everything else. I want that. And that's what I want to drink. That's it. I don't even want to look at all of it because it's too much. No, thank you. It's too much. You know, some places can have too much and some places don't have enough. So I just don't complain. You know, when I'm there, I won't complain about it. I just pick what it is that I want to eat and I keep on going. Keep it moving. Coco, he talking about me joking with him. Oh, Brand, because Brand comes in. I think Brand, I'm sure Brand is pretty much probably the same with all of us, isn't he? I think Brand is pretty authentic. Okay, Brand, I'll be nice, but you look like a gentleman today, and that's so weird to my eyes. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that between you, Brand, and Pow.
You have no more people.
Okay, I'll go look in the playroom and see if it's something there on the shelf. Pow, I'm good. Be cool. Sure, man. This is why I'm leaving it alone because that's something y'all gotta work out. See that you OG Brand and Pow. Cheesecake Factory used to sell beef ribs. They did. They were fire. I did not know that. Now see, I learned something new today. It's not gonna help me out right now though, David, because they don't have it anymore. Or do they? Somebody let me know because I might need to go to Cheesecake Factory and check them out. So Pow is saying, yeah, now he can see you, Brand. Now I see you talking. All right, and I love the way you all keeping this conversation going when I felt like I was supposed to be off. It's an hour and 5 minutes in, so just let me know. I did want to let y'all see the statistic that I was looking at. Good, here, draw. Here's a pencil.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I make that?
You can make anything you like to make, okay? You can make anything. And I want you to write your name, all right? Write your name too.
So faith
no, you write your name and don't say it out loud. Just write it. Okay. Thumb is for a select few because you know when games about to be played. Oh yeah. Games about to be played. You right? I'm not picky. If they have numbers on the menu, then pick me one. That's not picky at all, sweet thumb. You don't care what you eat. You just say that's it. You just say pick one. Okay. You would be a good date then. Hey, that's why, sweet thumb. Did you say you were married? Like if somebody's on a date with you, that would be very easy and no stress. Yes, Coco, he always jokes with me. It's so weird to see him like a gentleman. Yeah, I think Brand jokes around with everybody. Everybody. I mean, he jokes around with me. I can't really speak for everybody else. I better not do that. Right, sweet thumb. Sweet thumb, pick one. I know. Just do sweet thumb. You just say wherever your finger lands, huh? That's it. What if it lands on something you don't like? Then you just, okay, I'll take the one above. Give me that one, the number above. Okay, Brand, what about this topic? Are you the problem? Ooh, Brand, are you the problem? Sweet thumb, Pow. You calling people out now? I don't know. Is he the problem?
No.
Right.
Stop it.
I want to know about these ribs you're talking about, David. I don't even never had Pow. Go play with your yo. I'll get you on somebody else. Like Geeky Girl, she my second auntie. Okay. I'm the auntie. Thank you. I don't have a yo. Okay. You can't play with my yo. Okay, you have to be in tune with your person. Yeah. I'm that far behind. Okay, Renee. I'm sorry. Yes, but yes, you got to be in tune with your person. I think that makes all the difference. Like you can't just be in the house and, your person walk past you and y'all just be like, because I think that, if you marry somebody for money or you with somebody for money and you don't love them, you don't like them, you don't even like to be around them, why are you with that person? Because me, I was straight up, if I just married somebody for money, I'll be in the house and be like, I'm not even interested in you right now. I don't want to see your face. And then that person like, hey, I want to take you here. Okay, yeah, but do I want to go with you? So what's even a sense of being with somebody if you had that type of attitude? I'm just saying me, it might be some of you out there like me, but what is the point in being with somebody just because they have money? I mean, I don't know. I guess, like I said, it depends on your priorities. Me and my wife are going to Cheesecake Factory when I get home. Can't stop walking. Thank you for coming in because I saw you. I think you were talking about relationships. Was that last week? I feel like you were talking about relationships or being with. You were talking about relationships at some point when I was on your live. I just don't remember what day it was. So David is saying, hey, you can't stop. And that's a good idea. Can't stop. Maybe you can go to Cheesecake Factory. That lemonade is good. All right. Communication is key. I'm running late. Can we change the reservation? Yes. That's all I'm saying. I'm running late. Change the reservation. Now we don't have a problem. You don't have to be on social media, telling people I'm the best. And I don't know why this person wanted to take me to Cheesecake Factory because I'm so glamorous. I'm so this, I'm so that, whatever it is that you are. I don't deserve to be treated like this. Those are the vibes I was getting. I'm just saying, if you could have made a call and said, I'm running late, you know, I we can't do this. Then he could have rescheduled it to go on one of those fancy little dates that you wanted to go on. He could have said, okay, well, it's okay that you're running late. Maybe we can go here, and then next week we can go to Chez Brulee, like somebody said in the chat. Or maybe in 2 weeks, you know what I mean? Whatever their schedule allowed them to do. And then now this way, you wouldn't feel some kind of way about somebody taking you to the Cheesecake Factory or to wherever you don't want to go. Communication. That's what it's all about. Communicate with that person. Hey, David. Okay. I like the way you all are keeping this going, I must say. But I know your time is valuable too, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and get through these comments. Not hurry up, because I like these comments. I do. But I want to also respect your time. So right, he could have been searching for me within that. Right, he could. Coco, he could have been like, okay, well, I'm gonna take Coco out today, and she'll be happy with Cheesecake Factory, right? Or I'm gonna take out Crafty. She wants to go fishing, right? Or I'm gonna take out Kay. She wants to go to the museum. Or I think it was Coco that said the museum comment, but whoever said it, maybe I'll take out Kay, because she wants to go bowling. You know what I mean? Like, give that man the respect that you would have wanted to have. And for men, give that lady the respect that you would like to have. You know what I mean? Like, this is a whole nother topic that I want to talk about one day. What men, I want to talk about your tone sometimes. Like, are you talking in a way that your significant other can receive your message, or are you belittling this person and talking down to them? I want to talk about that one day. If somebody wants to talk about that with me, let me know in the chat, because I think that would be a good conversation to have. And we can do that one day. But I also have a group of women that I can't do. Geeky Girls Journal, good to see you, lady. Yeah, Pow Pow, it was very good to see you too. Thank you for coming in. Does that mean you're leaving, Pow Pow? I don't know. Maybe you are, but maybe I don't know, Pow Pow. Okay, looks like he don't get height restrictions. Send him here. Right. He send him up. Look, I like how you paint those nails, Coco. Coco says, send them my way. And Coco, y'all can go eat those Popeye's wings together that you had on that video. Soon, my new lover. Why, Professor? Who started Brand back up? Pow, you got to take this one, because you're the reason why Brand, and he was sitting over there quietly minding his business. Then you came in and said, oh, Brand, you being a gentleman. I don't remember you doing this and that. Now look at him. Now he over there. Look at him. Just chatting it up. Yep. Pow, did you put on your purple lipstick this morning? Okay, Brand, why are you figuring me with the purple lipstick? I'm a real man. I just use red lipstick. See, I'm not touching that with you all. Pow, no, you did not put the lips in there with red lipstick on. Okay, I gotta stop. All right. Pow, ask Geeky Girls for some of her beautiful hair to smell you. Thank you, Brand. All right, Pow says stop it, Brand. Oh, hey, Tin. How are you doing, Tin? Thank you for coming in. Hey, Geeky Girls Journal, and also Tin. What we were talking about, or what we are talking about, is okay. If you've seen the cheese, I was trying to think about a way to summarize it real quick. The Cheesecake Factory girl. Have you seen that video? I heard it went viral. I guess it went viral because everybody's talking about it. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I thought that's a good topic to have, really, because some people get in their feelings, and that's what I think she did. Maybe she got in her feelings. Maybe she misspoke. Maybe she really wasn't thinking about it, but also, I think she should have given the man a courtesy call. So, Tim, what had happened was the lady was being taken out to Cheesecake Factory by a gentleman. And he seemed like he was pretty reasonable to me, you all. Did you all get that vibe? Like, he seemed like he was a pretty cool guy. Like, he was trying to listen, and he was apologetic, I think. I'm always the freaking breadwinner, so I know nothing of a man's tone, but I like to know. Probably a turn on for me. I'm just saying. Yes, probably will be, Coco. I want you to find somebody who's a breadwinner just so you can have that experience. But different strokes for different folks too. Because like if you don't mind, that's it's I think it's cool, Coco. Hmm? Yeah, okay. I think it's cool, Coco, that you can say that you've been a breadwinner and be all right with that because some people are like, I don't, I'm not going to date anybody unless they make a certain amount of money, or I'm not going to commit to anybody unless they make a certain amount of money, which, you know, again, that's that person's business. Like I said, it depends on where your priorities are. Do you choose money over respect? It's okay. Do you choose money over compatibility? You know what I mean? Those are good questions to ask, or good questions. Those are things to figure out for yourself. So if you feel like, I mean, in Coco's situation, she's a breadwinner. She would like to see somebody who's making bread, making more bread than her. So that might be something, Coco, that's coming your way. You know what I mean, Coco? Tell us about it in the video when you do find it. Geeky Girls Journal tone is perspective. Yes, I agree. No, I'm here, but you were reading my comments too late. Oh, I'm sorry, Papa. I'm reading everybody's comments too late because I do a terrible job with the comments. That's why I'm trying. Pow, 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 pow. Give me a second. I'm trying to catch up. And no, I'm not a content creator. I just spread my support for good people on YT. Thank you. That means you think I'm a good person. Pow, pow.
I can hear the
You do. Thank you, Pooh. No, that means more to me than the views. Actually, like, if you all can just see who I am and it's coming across a video, that means more to me than the views and the likes. I like to have them just for YouTube's sake or the algorithm's sake, but also, I appreciate people like Pow Pow coming in to say that. And obviously, you all might feel the same way. You're connected to me and you've been here for over an hour, so I do recognize that. The educated natural, hey lady, because you all in these comment sections, like, you all are a bomb. I don't know if anybody has told you all that today, but let me be the first to tell you, if nobody's told you that, you are awesome, you are loved, you are important. I sound like that movie. Do y'all remember that movie? You is beautiful, you is smart, you is in, no, what did she say? Smart or intelligent? You is smart or you is intelligent, whichever one she said. You is the bomb. I'm adding that. So Coco, oh no, I'm not I with it. I just picked Coco. I'm not gonna say nothing about that. Coco, Father, in the name of Jesus, let's touch and agree, 10. Let's touch and agree that Coco no longer finds the bums, that she finds somebody who is right for her, Father. Give her the man of her dreams, Lord. Give her the man. Allow Coco to find the man that has the heart of God. No, no, allow Coco to find the man that's just so into her that she won't even look any further. Like, Coco, I want you to be happy. I hope so. Coco, I want you to find that person. No bums. You are worth more than that. And you deserve, you deserve a good person. From what I've seen of you, you seem like a pretty cool lady to me. No problem, Geeky Girls Journal. Hey, Tracy, how are you? How are you, Tracy? How are you? How are you? Okay, of course, I'm connected with you, Geeky Girls Journal from Italy. Wait, are you from Italy? Why didn't I know that, Pow Pow? I did not know that. Welcome from Italy. You know what, Papa? I would like to go to Italy. That is on my list. I want to go to Italy. I have not been there yet, and I do want to go. I also would like to go to Brazil. So if anybody's ever been to Brazil in chat, let me know if you like Brazil and what I should look for when I go. Whenever I go, I'm claiming it. I'm going to travel. I travel a little bit, but I have not been to Italy for sure. Not been to Brazil. I would like to go to different places. Thank you for connecting all the way from Italy. Do you believe in family? Pow pow. Do you believe in family? Do you have family gatherings and stuff like that? Because I don't know everybody who lives in Italy, but the people that I do know that's from that area, they like to have they really, believe in family time and stuff like that. I do. I just wonder. Tina saying hi, Tracy. Did I catch up on the comments? Oh man, I did, but now I did. Pow pow. Yep, I'm Italian. All right. It's cool. I love seeing people from all over the world here. Where else are you all from? I heard 10 was from somewhere, and for some reason, 10, I was thinking that you were an Eagles fan, that you were on this side. But then I thought about it. I thought I remembered you being in the South, or I don't know. I don't know where you are, Jenny. You don't have to tell us because people don't have to be in your business. Paris and Hawaii bucket list. Oh, I have not been to Paris, but I have been to Hawaii, and I liked Hawaii. I went to Honolulu. We were in Waikiki Beach, and I was there for a week, and we had a good time. If you go, you make sure you have your money saved up because it's expensive. It's pretty expensive, Coco. You will have a good time though. And then for me, but I'm one of those people. I'm not like that hard to please. I like to go and do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to have a full agenda because if I want to do something, I'm just gonna do it. And I went with my family, my whole family, like my mother and father's kids and their grandkids, and it was a lot of us, and we had fun. But the area that we were in was very busy. It was very busy, which for some reason, I just didn't think that it was going to be that way. I thought it was going to be like low key, on the beach, you see the trees flying, what you see on TV. And parts of Hawaii is like that. We went to parts that were like that, but the part, for some reason, I didn't know the Honolulu, the area was just like, so it was like almost comparable to, I want to say a New York City, but not New York City, if that makes sense. Like it had all the buildings, it had all the things, and we had a good time. It also had, the water, so you were able to do that on the beach. But the weird thing is, we went to Hawaii to spend time on the beach, but we ain't spend a lot of time on the beach. I was pregnant during this time, so I didn't really get to do a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do. I did climb a mountain to a certain point, and then I had to stop. My husband was like, "Sit down, get over there, don't do no more." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right," because I was a little heavy and it was not working out. I was breathing like, whoo, going up that mountain. I was like, whoo, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna meet y'all right here. I'll be waiting when you all come back down because they went all the way to the top, all the way. And I was like, I went halfway. But I did good because people on there looking at me like, why are you on this mountain and you pregnant? I was like, because I don't want to be left out. I want to do it. I want to do the things. I'm in Hawaii. I want to be, and we did get laid, not laid the way some of you may thinking. Some of you are thinking. I'm talking about laid with the flowers. You do get that when you enter Hawaii. We did, and they were fresh flowers. They were beautiful. My kids kept it for the whole trip, and then I was like, listen, y'all need to put those flowers down because they're done. So yeah, you have a good time. It is expensive. It's expensive, Coco, but it's beautiful. You will relax. It, like I said, it depends. If you go there to relax, just relax. Find the spots that you know um make you feel comfortable and make you feel relaxed, where you can sit there and just enjoy the sunlight and the wind blowing in your face and the beach vibes, all the things. But if you want to go and you want to move around and do some things, they offer that too. It's a lot of movement. Like you can do a lot of shopping, a lot of whatever. Like they have it. So but it's expensive, and I think I was told because they
Mom,
have to have everything shipped there.
can I watch it?
Yes, just turn it down. And when I got there, I didn't realize the spam was a big thing because I hadn't had, like, I've had spam once in my life, but spam was a big thing there. Yeah, the pineapple. They have like this pineapple. I don't want to call it a field. It's called. It's a specific name that I want to think about. So if I remember it, maybe I can say it later. But you can just do all these things. And we went to this other location that you could see where I wish I could remember the names of these places. It was a mountain, and they showed where like there was this huge fight, and I can't remember who fought, but it was beautiful. And again, they have the waterfalls. I did try to go travel to go up these waterfalls, but the mountains were so steep trying to go up, I was encouraged not to continue, so I had to sit myself down and you know I saw pictures afterwards. I saw pictures and stuff like that afterwards. So if you go to Hawaii, you'll have a good time. Paul Paul said, I wish to visit Brazil. I got family in Brazil too, but I have never been over there too. Oh yeah, I have not. I would like to go. I definitely want to go. Kay says I'm from. Okay, you're from Cal. You're from Cali. That's cool. I like Cali. So Cali, Coco, K Renee, not Coco. K Renee, have you This might be a silly question. Have you ever been to the San Diego Zoo? Because I hear that is the best zoo in all the land. I've not been there, so I just wondered. I was a little curious. Just had spam last night. You did, Coco? How do you like it, Coco? I guess you like it. Like, how do you prepare it? Because I only thing I remember about it is that it comes out of a can. That's all I remember. I've not even seen it. I heard it was expensive. Yes, it is. Okay. Brand. The education. Hey, you silly. Was you at my doorstep? Okay. Let's see. Pow pow. And then it's 1:24. I'll be off of here in 6 minutes or less, you all. Coco, I would love to visit Paris too. That's in France. I would love. Yeah, Paris. I know that everybody has like these bucket lists of things to do. Like a lot of people want to go to Paris. A lot of people want to go to New York if you're not from the U.S. A lot of people want to go to. I don't know if it's that big a deal, but it used to be. Chicago was one of those that was on the list. Los Angeles. It just seems like all those major cities that people want to hit. And I know it will probably give you a good idea of what that area looks like, but also it's a getaway. Like if you're from somewhere else and you're just like, hey, I want to get away. I want to go see the world and do something. Just travel and venture out. Do things you haven't done before. Experience some new things. Experience different people. When we go to places like Brazil or Italy, you have the opportunity to interact and engage with people in communities that are different from ones that you are accustomed to being in. So, yeah, that's that. Let's go, Pow Pow. Let's go. Oh, Coco said, let's go. It's all good. I'm going to go with my breadwinner. Yes, Coco. Yes. Girl, paint those nails. Go with your breadwinner. Yes, I loved it. Yeah, you loved it, Karen? Okay. Last comment. There we go. So just like oil, pan, and sear. Oh, okay. Just like oil, pan, and sear. So if I ever had it again, there we go. There we go. That's how you make it. If anybody else is interested in making it, Coco just gave you the key. She just gave you the ingredients and told you how to cook it. Okay, Coco, I might need to ask you how to cook salmon because my husband was requesting that, and I'd like to make that. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I would think is just put it in the skillet, maybe put lemon juice on it. Can somebody help me out? Let me know if you know how to cook salmon. Put it over there in the chat so that you can tell Andrea how to make it, and somebody else can learn something. While you're doing that, I want if you all have not had the opportunity to connect with other people in the chat, make sure you do that. We have some awesome creators. It looks like I think most of you over here are creators. We have some awesome creators over there. So make sure you go by, knock on the door, say hello, leave a comment. If you enjoy their channel, subscribe. Wait a minute, I shouldn't be saying that word, should I? If you enjoyed their channel, sorry YouTube. If you enjoyed their channel, make sure you become a part of the family. There you go. Become a part of their family, and try to help them out. It's very difficult trying to create content and do all the things that are required. So, you know what, you all, I forgot all about this little document I had over here. I wanted you all to see this and tell me what you thought about it, and then we're getting out of here. This right here, I want to add to the stream. You see that? It says how many people are single, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. Nearly 47% of the U.S. population. That's just over 117 million people are currently single. And the Pew Research data shows in 2023 that 3 in 10 Americans are single, and about half, 51%, are open to either a committed relationship or casual dates. Over half of men, 56%, are looking for either a committed relationship or casual dates, and less than half of women, 44%, say the same thing. I was just a little, when I read that earlier, I was like, wow, okay. I had some more stats, but because I sit here and talk and then show you all the stats, I'm not going to, we'll say that for another day maybe. Okay, let's see. Sweet Thumb says ATK. ATK has a good salmon recipe. Okay, ATK, I need to write that down. What's ATK? What's that stand for? What's that stand for, Sweet Thumb? Can I just Google ATK? Can I just Google it? Because, I'm a friend to Google. ATK, so let me know, and then I'm gonna, say goodbye. Okay, Renee giving me all the details. Thank you, Kay. You can pan, sear, or bake for about 25 to 30 minutes until flaky on 375. Let's see. Bake. I'm serious about this. See, thank you, Kay. I appreciate it. 25 to 30 minutes on 375. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See, sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Okay, let me go to the last comment and then, I thank you all for coming in here. Salmon cooks quick. Okay, I better be careful then. Never be afraid of slight pink, means moisturizer. Light oil, pan sear, or 350 in oven wrapped in foil. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back and look at this. I don't have to write it down. I can come back and look at my live, can I? 10 to 15 minutes, depends on size. Keep us posted. Use your favorite. Okay, I will. I sure will. I'm definitely gonna use yours. I'm going to use these directions that you all have given me. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. See, you all help me out in more ways than one. More ways than one. You've given me some great recipes and some directions for the salmon. So I need to make sure I do that. The Jay Jordan is here. Jay, I missed you. I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you for coming in, Jay. I don't know how I missed you. Grammy's Journal. What? I feel like YouTube is starting to send people in when I said I was about to leave. What's happening? I miss Jay. I don't know where he is, but hey, Jay. Hey, Grammy. I like mine pink, but the 20 to 30 is cool too. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I do that because that's should I pair it with like asparagus or something? Only thing about asparagus, you guys, and I know this might be TMI, but I'm very TMI. The asparagus, okay, when you go to relieve yourself, the asparagus, just look at my face. I don't really have to say it, do I? Woo! America's Test Kitchen, cold pan, salt and pepper. Just have to toast it. Okay, America's Test Kitchen. Got it. America's Test Kitchen. Okay, Test Kitchen. Got it. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. Let's see. Grammys is in here. Grammys is here. Jay is here. The Educated Natural. I knew she was here. Cold Pan. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you have a community of people that wants you to be your very best, this is what I'm talking about. See how everybody jumped in and started giving me some directions? I need to come on here probably every day to ask you all, or maybe I can start meal prepping like Jamie had told me a long time ago, but I just won't do it. Or maybe I can just come here and get ideas from you all, just throw it out there and say, hey, what are you cooking today? And then I can just take all the ideas that you all throw out and then just make a whole week's worth of meals. Make a whole agenda. Because I suck at doing that. I'm the worst. I'm like usually like the day before. Okay, what am I gonna make? Oh, I'm gonna make. Well, most of the time I used to be the day of. I'd be like, man, I'll be thinking about it all day. What am I gonna make today? What am I gonna make? I don't even know what I'm gonna make. And then I had to hurry up and try to think of something the last minute before practices and all that stuff. But now I'm trying to do better. So that's why I'm asking questions, you all. And what I would like to do eventually is have my whole week set. Like maybe on a Sunday, I can have all my meals set from Sunday to Friday. Because I'm not Saturday, maybe it depends. So that'll be great. That's what I want to do. Anyway, let me stop talking about me because this is about you all. What else? What else we got before I leave? Anybody have any lives coming up, any uploads that they want to talk about before we leave? Let everybody know what you're doing in the chat, and then we can say goodbye because you all have been awesome as usual. Grammy saying hi to 10. The Jay Jordan, you silly Jay. If you're in there and somebody blew your spot before I even saw that you were here. Great tips, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. Those are great tips, and you know that because you're a chef. You a chef too. So Jamie, Coco, Kay, who was that who just gave me that other tip? That was Sweet Thumb. Yeah, Sweet Thumb. All you are wonderful. Thank you for giving me these tips because I will definitely be using them, and I will try to make the same. And I will try to remember to let you all know how it turned out because only God knows I am good at following directions, so it should be good. I know it's gonna be good. How about that? I know it's gonna be good. Welcome on into all. Oh, Coco, look at you. Look at you being a host over there to help welcoming everybody in. The Jay join. Everybody saying, hey, Jay. Because Jay, you all make sure you catch him on his channel, the Jay Jordan. If I asked him to promote himself, he's not going to do it. So check him out. If you want to get your body in shape, I was going to say something else. That's why you all saw me stop. I had to stop it. I had to catch myself because sometimes, I talk about tempering your words. So I wasn't going to say nothing negative. Of course not. it might have been crossing the line a little bit because sometimes when you have a relationship with some people on YouTube, you might be able to say it to them and they get it and they know you didn't mean harm and they got the joke. But then other people who might see it later may be like, man, that was cold or that was rude. No, it's not that. It's just that you have a different relationship with that person, just like in real life. So anyway, I said all that to say that Jay, if you want to get your body tight, right, all that stuff, go check out the Jay Jordan because he's there working out every day. If you want to work out on a Sunday, he's there. Monday, Tuesday, probably every day of the week. So no excuse. If you ever want to get in shape, go check him out. He's there all the time. I don't think he's never not there. Never not. I know that was a double negative. But I don't think I've ever heard of him not being available unless he had internet trouble or something. So catch him anytime. And all the people, all the foodies over here, Jamie, Coco. Okay. Okay. Brand. I know, Brand, I know you're not a foodie. I'm just trying to call your name out. Everybody who's over here, connect with everybody. Jamie is laughing. Coco, you all, thank you so much for keeping this conversation going. Thank you so much. You all I'm an hour and 34 minutes in, and it's because of you, the co-host, that made this show what it was today. So I appreciate it because I was literally just going to get in here and talk about the Cheesecake Factory lady and, dating and what I do and don't know about dating because I don't know a lot about dating right now because I'm not in that space in my life. I'm beyond that, but I just wanted to help somebody else out who is dating. And you all made that happen with this conversation because you gave some good tips, some good suggestions, some good lists about what to look for. That's very important. And you confirmed some things that I thought. So, and you might have confirmed some things that other people who will look at this thing. Yes, asparagus is perfect, but it is a good, yes, cleanser. That's a good way to say it, Coco. Thank you very much because what I was going to say, I could not. I just had to look. But you got it. So, yeah, asparagus is very good. Oh, I want some right now. It tastes so yummy. Okay. So, Kay Renee, you like asparagus too? Oh, so good. It's so good. But going in and coming out, yeah. It's different. Hey, Miss T. Hey. And you all can catch Miss T. She's live every day too, isn't she? I know Monday through Friday. So catch her. I know she was talking about changing her time possibly today. So just be on the lookout. Check her out. She's always having a conversation and always promoting others and allowing them to share on her channel. So connect with Miss T. Get on up there and talk to her. Send her an email if you want to be on the show or whatever it is. I don't know, Miss T, if that's what you want, but I'm just saying if that's what you can work that out with the person. I'm just saying, connect with Miss T. I think most of the people in the community know her. She said, "Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody." Okay, Coco. Watch hours needed over here. Man, Coco, we're in the same boat. I still probably got about 3,000, but yeah. So Coco needs watch hours. There we go. Connect with her. I don't know. I think somebody was talking about rules, some type of rules of that. So before you all go and run playlists, because I think whatever I heard was pertaining to playlists. So before you do, run other people's playlists and stuff like that, make sure um, you're okay with whatever the rules are. I don't know what the rules are. I need to look them up, I guess, because if I need to get my watch hours, I need to be informed about the rules. Friday morning live at 8:30. Okay. Kay has a Friday morning live at 8:30. Okay. That's because she's in Southern California, PST. I wish I could get some tips as well, Geeky Girls Journal. What would you like to know, the J? Because now that you all have me here, it looks like it's an hour and 37 minutes. Am I going 2 hours? Is that what you all are requesting, or is that what you all would like to do? I don't know. I still see people here. I don't have a huge, gathering here like Miss T and like some of you others, but tell me, ask me some questions. Maybe I can help. That's what I'm here for. If I can help, you might have a question that somebody else wants to ask the J Jordan. So go ahead and ask it. Wishing everyone a good day. Grammy says that. Somebody speaking to Miss T. Help brother out. Now remember, I said I'm a whole woman over here, not a man. Never been a man, so I can't say anything on the men's behalf. Maybe we can get people like the J Jordan to talk about what men, think about. We already had Sweet Thumb and some other people come in on the men's behalf, so I can only speak to what I think as a woman, and what I can tell you all that women definitely look for in a man that I look for in a man, my generation. I don't know. I'm just gonna speak in general terms. I think a woman would want a man that's being honest with them, and a woman needs a man that loves her, has to love her. If you love the woman, that would overshadow everything. Because I think if you love somebody, if you truly love somebody, you will be considerate of their feelings. You will be considerate of the things you say to them or how you say it. Like you can still express your opinion, but I think there's a way that it should be done. And if you know that person, if you love them, you would know them, right? So if you know them, you would know how to speak to them. You would know how to um, make their day just a little bit brighter. Probably you may be the only person in that woman's life that can make her feel that specific way. So I would say be honest, make sure that she can trust you, and speak to her. I would say the way that you would want to be spoken to, but some people don't care how they're spoken to. Speak to her the way that you think she will want to be spoken to. Or speak to her, if you don't know how she would want to be spoken to, speak to her with respect and just be considerate. Just be considerate. Don't belittle her. Don't say things to make her feel small, because sometimes men and women can say things and make that significant other feel like, and I think that it affects that person more if it's coming from somebody that they love. Like somebody on the street can probably say something about you and you be like, I don't care, whatever. But if it's somebody that you truly love and they are talking to you like you somebody off the street, I don't even know how they love you. I don't even know how they could say I love you and then speak to you a certain way. That's just my opinion. Oh, Sweet Thumb says he's coming through. I will, Jay. Look. Ask me whatever else you have. You can ask me. Coming through, Coco. I'm more than happy to share my opinion because I have lots of them, but I'm not going to be sharing them. I mean, yeah, I do. I share them on YouTube. I was gonna say I won't share them without people asking for me. That's in my real life situation. Now, this is real life too. That is in a situation outside of social media. If somebody wants my opinion, asks for my opinion, I will give it. If they don't want it, it's unsolicited. I'm not. That's your business. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, how to do. You want to get a suggestion from somebody who's been married for 20 years? I will tell you. I can tell you what's worked for me, and I can say, hey, you might want to do this. You might want to try that. Doesn't mean it's going to work out for you, but you probably got a good chance of it working out. Uh, um, 10 saying hey to Jay and Miss T. Wow. Wow. What did I do, Jay? Wow. Okay. I'm just saying. I don't know what I did that time, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying that's what you do. If you want to have a solid relationship, communication key. That's it. Communicate. Thank you. Coco, do you agree with me? Or is that for somebody else? I don't know which one it is. But I'm telling you, I think a lot of these relationships crumble, crumble because, thank you, Pooh. I think a lot of these relationships crumble because people were not being authentic with their person. Like maybe they showed up as somebody that they were not. And then they came later on in the game and tried to be their self or be authentic, and then it blew up in their face because you weren't being who you said you were. You weren't being the real you. And now that you try to come up and you're trying to be somebody else, I don't know who that person is. Now I'm confused. Are you that person or are you this person? Because I don't know. It's not matching up. The math is not mathing. Who are you? You know what I mean? Like, what are your real thoughts? Did you make those up too? So be honest, like, and you dropped your pencil.
It's okay.
It's okay. All right. Be honest with the person and just, show them that they're valuable. If it's somebody you care about, you would show them that they mean something to you and that they're valuable. You have to compromise, all that stuff we talked about earlier. You might have to compromise in situations. If you're single, that's why I was saying in a live a while back, or maybe I just said it in my comment section, that single people, you can make whatever call you want to in your singleness because you're only thinking about yourself. And that's okay. When I was single, I was doing all the things that I wanted to do. If I want to go here, there, if I didn't look, whatever it was that I wanted to do, the only person I had to focus on was who? Me. It didn't matter what anybody else said. But now that I'm married, I have to take different approaches. You know what I mean? Like Is this something that's going to be good for both of us? Is it something that's going to be good for all of us? I got to consider the other person's feelings. I got to consider a lot of stuff. We can talk about this at another time if you all like. Ah, that was so sweet, Coco. Hey, Grammy Educate Natural. Oh, and my man. We all know who that is. Hey, Miss T. Hey, Miss T. Mm-mm. I'm just, I'm just here. You're welcome, Jay Jordan. I would not say it if it were not true. I wouldn't say it if it weren't true. That's all I have to say about that. Very supportive. Jay Jordan is very supportive. You would want to link up with him because Jay is sharing videos left and right out here in these streets. Like boom, boom, boom. Sometimes I think he dedicates like 5 hours of his day just to share people out. I don't have that kind of time. I always want. I'm like, man, if I had that kind of time, would I? I don't know. I just know I don't. I share who I share. But Jay, you get on his good side or you connect with him, he'll share you out every time you pop a video out. So I'm just saying, y'all might want to look at him. The educated natural. Okay, I think everybody's just saying hi. All right. Let me double check before we go. Y'all let me know when the playlist gets you dinged. I'm not seeing it. Oh, okay. Is that what the issue is? That people's playlist is getting dinged? I don't know about that because I stopped running playlists. I just try to go support people and watch their videos, and try to attend live. Sometimes in the bushes, sometimes I'm in the chat and you can see me. But I do try to support when I can and where I can. So that's just usually what I do. I do not have a large group on my end either. Geeky Girls Journal. You don't. I don't either. I'm good with it. Just let it flow. Just let it flow. Let it flow. Now, I know it says let it go, but I'm just changing the words. Can I do that? Don't judge me. Coco. No, I'm just playing Coco. But I'm not in a position to test it. Okay. I'm not sure what their reply is from because I'm sure I have not been keeping up with the chat the way that I should, Sweet Thumb. So I'll probably figure it out later. Yeah. Honesty, love, you are going to get me in trouble. Why? Honesty, love, you're going to get me in trouble. This stuff has gone on for years. We are breaking what has worked to make people happy. That will never be. Man, Sweet Thumb. If you are going into a relationship for the wrong reason, I'm telling you all, it is not going to work. Like at some point, if you went into it for the wrong reasons, I can list some wrong reasons, but I won't because they all differ for different people. But just say your wrong reason is whatever your wrong reason is. And you know what that is. I can't tell you what it is. God knows whatever that wrong reason is. If you're going into it, how are you going to sustain that relationship? I was told a long time ago, I was told this by my husband. I probably said this, that person should be your best friend. And at first I was like, I thought about it. Like I had never heard that before, that you would want that person to be your best friend because looks fade. Come on, like you're not gonna look this way forever. They fade as we get older. So that person that you married 25 years ago, they're not gonna look the same. After kids, I've had 5 kids. You know what I mean? Like it's taking some work. My body, my organs have probably been shifted around in places I can't even talk about. It's not the same. And if the only reason why you got with that person was for their looks, then you need to have more than a conversation because that is not a good reason to get with somebody. Now, yeah, I think physical attraction is probably the first thing that draws people. And you have people who don't. They look at personality, but you have physical attraction, you have personality, I don't have to go through the list because we know, right? We're grown. So whatever it is that attracted you to that person, make sure it's for a reason that you can stay with that person. Don't let it be because, ooh, he was just so sharp. Ooh, I love his outfit. What happens if he can't afford to have outfits like that anymore? Or what if the reason that you liked him because he was dressed nicely? What if he borrowed that from somebody? Or what if he saved up all his paychecks just to get that to go on a date? And then now you with him because he was dressed nicely. And then after he show up in some sweatpants and a t-shirt. Now you're like, ugh, I don't even, well, you got to go beyond that kind of stuff. Like you can't be so superficial in choosing the people that you want to call your significant other. Make sure it makes sense. Like don't just be out here trying to date people for reasons that don't line up with. I'm so distracted. This chat has me so distracted. Okay. Coco says, held my tongue for years. He called me. I know. Thank you, Coco, for doing that. Because this is a family channel. And I let loose. I bet you did. I would let loose. That's disrespectful. I said it. Some people don't mind being called that. And that's your opinion. That's your cup of tea. My cup of tea, I don't like tea. Okay. My cup of lemonade is I prefer not to, don't call me that. That'll be my first turn off. Don't ever let that come out of your mouth. I don't want somebody referring to me as that because I am not. So I can see why you would have let loose. Not too bad, but you on my passenger side. No, sir. Let him know he's a bum and a deadbeat. But I'm sure you could go on. And like Sweet Thumb, thank you. Honesty and love, gotta have it, man. You gotta have it. Like, don't be out here looking for love in all the wrong places. And don't be out here trying to fill in gaps. Like, if you're looking for somebody to fill a void, I'm no therapist. I'm not. Like I said, I'm just somebody who's been through some things. If you're trying to get with somebody to fill a void, that's unfair to that person. Because what if they don't meet your expectations, because you didn't get the love from your dad or the love from your mom that you needed? Now you want them to come in and be that replacement person, or you want them to, help you deal with certain situations from your past. You got to deal with those situations. That's your baggage. I'm not saying you can't work through it together. It depends on that person if they want to do that. But try to come in as whole as you can. And like I said, none of us are perfect. None of us. None of us are perfect. I have issues. We all do. So we try to do the best we can do, and you make the best decisions that you can make. That's all you can do in life. But again, you make sure that if you are dating, you are compatible with that person, because you don't want to look a couple years, a couple months, or whatever down the line and just be like, I'm locked in. I mean, I guess really you do have other options, to be honest, but if you take your marriage vows seriously, like me, if I'm married and I say till death do us part, that means a lot. Till death, like what? That's a long time to be married to somebody, and that's a commitment. If you say until I'm dead, I ain't gonna part, like I'm gonna be with you all the way until I'm dead, until you die or until somebody dies, that's a long time. You better make sure that you want to be with that person until they die. I mean, as far as you can see. And no, we can't see things in the future, but you should make sure. That's why I said ask all the questions, all of them. I can remember when I had I won't say the person's name, but there was somebody who was going out on a date and they asked me to come along with them. And of course, I was at the time married, so I had a different insight. I was like, okay, sure, I'll do that. And I did. And they were on a date. So I proceeded. I was like, is it okay with you if I, ask the person a couple questions? I asked ahead of time. They were like, yeah, cool, go ahead. I was the buffer, is probably what I was, really the buffer. And also, I was able to ask these questions because I'm not the person who's dating the other person. I'm just the person who's coming in on somebody else's behalf. So I was kind of just that spokesperson that would ask the questions that maybe they were too uncomfortable to ask. And I did. So I was like, hey, I asked questions. What are your intentions? You know what I mean? Like, what are your intentions with said person? What are your plans? What's your future look like? What do you like about her? What do you dislike about her? I asked the uncomfortable questions. Why? Because I wanted that person to hear it. You want to hear it come out of that person's mouth. And then you can make a better decision. You make a judgment call. Is this somebody that I can see myself with? Is this somebody that could potentially have more of my time? But you got to ask those hard questions. Now, some people are not willing to ask those hard questions, and some people are not ready to receive the answers. So when you ask those questions, be ready to receive the answer, because it might not be in the way that you want to hear it, but it's for you to hear it. So ask it. Yeah, high five. Ask those questions. Ask them questions. Ask them. Ask them until they're uncomfortable. And you're not dating, so we're not going to worry about that. Oh, I know he's better than that, but I ain't sticking around. See? Hey, Urban. Hey, Urban. How are you? Hey, Urban. How are you? Okay. Hey, Urban. Kay said. That's what Jay is saying. I know, right? I am poor. No, you're not, Jay, because you drop stuff in people's live all the time. I know you used to. I know I have not been as visible, so I can't really speak to that issue. But I know you were in there dropping stuff all the time. Uh-oh, I think I just let it. I'm trying to find the last place that I was in a lot. Okay, I see it. Yeah, Jay, please. You not poor. You are. You have. You are abundant. You are abundant in love and in giving because you're a giving person is what I think. I think you're a giving person. Some people might have you pegged wrong. They're like, oh, Jay, he cut people off, but I think it's for good. I think it's for a reason, and I think that if you had to figure out self-care and self-peace, can we talk about peace? If you have to get rid of some people and some things in your life, peace and quiet, to have some peace, you got to do it. And I'm for you. I'm going to let me get past this comment because Jay is over there. Jay is over there doing it. That's why you have to take the time to get to know people. If you meet someone and dive in 10 toes down without knowing anything about them, you can't be upset about a terrible outcome. No, you can't be because what we talk about, accountability. You got to take some accountability. You know what I mean? Like you didn't ask the questions, especially if you had those questions in your mind while you were talking to that person, but yet you decided, oh, I don't want to ask the questions because they might be upset with me. Who cares about them being upset? I wouldn't care. Don't care about them being upset. Don't put your future in somebody else's hands. You know what I mean? Take control. Take control of your life and take control of the conversation. Don't be concerned with I might hurt that person's feelings if I ask them this question. No, because you might hurt your feelings later on, right? And in this situation, you're thinking about yourself. You're single. Why do you care what that other person thinks about? Why do you care about what they think about you asking questions? Ask those questions. I want to know it. I want to know everything. Everything. Do you brush your teeth in the morning? Do you take a shower? All of it. All of it. Do you brush your hair? What do we do? What are we talking about here? Brutal honesty is called toxic. Not to be crude, but it's raw any other way. Not sure why it's so hard to take certain truths. Not sure why YouTube has to be weaponized. I don't know. I don't know, sweet thumb. I know I think that a person should be fully honest with you, but maybe it's called toxic because of the way that they say it. Because you can say something to be honest, and I mean that word toxic, it gets thrown around. It gets thrown around a lot. But I would say if we're saying something toxic, it's probably because of the way that that person is asking somebody else. And that person may just not be in a space where they're willing to take it, you know? And it's a lot of things. Like sometimes people can be critical of others and say critical things, and it can be taken harshly because of the way they said it or the tone. When if you just change a couple words in that sentence,
Mom,
it could be taken in just 1 second. Yes. Get my purse. It can be taken in a completely different context. I think words are powerful, and the way that we use words in the United States, it could be the same word, maybe different than the way that it's used in the UK or in Italy, because Pow Pow's from Italy. Like it might be used differently. So a lot of times you just have to be considerate of the word choice. And no, if you don't have a vast vocabulary, because I forget words.
Since the reset coming, I'ma dip this to her.
Oh, okay, you can. Can I have a little more time, and then it's gonna be mommy time with you, all right? Okay, all right. So you gotta be, thank you, considerate, I think, when you're speaking to others. That's all. Like just maybe give them the common courtesy that you would want to have when you're talking to them, and try to be respectful of others. And it doesn't mean that you have to um contain your thoughts and like not say something because like the other person might be affected, but it just means say stuff of love and kindness. Like you don't have to go all in on people all the time. Like I think this cancel culture sometimes it gets a little outrageous sometimes. Like people want to cancel everybody. Well, that was that person's opinion. Now you just know how to treat that person. You know how to treat that situation. But you can't really cancel anybody, can you? God's the only person that can do that. Is what I think about it. But again, Andre's thoughts. So thank you for sharing that, sweet thumb. I don't know if I read this already, Kay. Oh yeah, I did. You can be upset. Okay. And this is what I saw another one by Coco, I thought, or Kay. Oh, here we go. Sometimes people attract who they are and what they put out. Very true. What? You still laugh? I know. I know, Miss T. I was fully prepared to get off of here and only talk for like no more than an hour, but you are so awesome. Like you just keep this going. I thought I should have closed my mouth a long time ago, but apparently, it's been a change of plans and I didn't get the memo, so I'm just kind of going with it. But also it works because I don't have to pick anybody up yet. Wait a minute. I do have to leave in 10 no later than 10 minutes though. So I do need to get off by 2:40 because I do have to start picking up my kids. Now, first, she called and told me that she was staying late to do some other stuff, so I had more time. So yeah, thank you for pointing that out, Miss T. I am going to be leaving soon. I'm just so appreciative that you all are still here with me rocking. Yeah, the cutoff game is strong for me. I know that about you, Jay. Me too. Guess what? My cutoff game is strong. Not because I just go around cutting people off. Like that's not me. Like I'm cutting you off, cutting you off. Hey, you get a cut off. You get a cut off. You get a cut off too. You said something, I cut you off. It was because if something was done that I didn't agree with, and I felt like somebody was out of character or out of line, and I felt disrespected, or whatever the case may be, or maybe we just grew apart. That's it. I mean, or you said something. I think you were trying to be malicious. I don't have a problem. Like I don't have to have, I'm not one of those girls that has to have a group of friends. I love myself. I don't mind being by myself. I don't mind spending time by myself. Like, I don't have to have a group of friends. I don't have to have any friends, to be honest with you. Those friends that I have is very limited, very, very limited. And I've been blessed to be able to have them. And they understand me. They are consistent. Like, they put up with me. And I'm like, man, okay. They're flexible. So I get the things that I want in friends. Now, if you do something and this relationship goes in the rust, that cutoff game, like, I don't know. I've never had a problem with that. Like, I don't even feel some kind of way about it. After it's done, it's done. I'm not like, oh, my friend, I miss him. I wish I could have a friend. No, I just don't know what it is, but I don't have those feelings. I don't be like, I wish we were still this and that. I don't, because whatever it is that happened. That was the end of the season. That was the end of your season. And I'm not trying to say it to be mean. It's just that that's the truth. Like, for some reason, we just, that's not it anymore. And I'm well aware of that. I'm self-aware, and I've never had that issue.
Mom, we can just stay with him.
Thank you. I can stay here. Thank you so much.
No, we can just stay with the boy if he's dying.
Yeah, in a minute. Okay, hold on one sec. Miss T, we keep talking. That's why she's still on. I know, Kay Renee. That's exactly why I'm still on. I'm gonna stay here too. Kay, I went and got me pizza. I thought you would have left. I thought I was gonna leave too, Miss T. But obviously, thankfully, they are into me enough to stay here and have this conversation. I'm appreciative. It's okay. I'm listening, working, and chatting. Kay Renee, thank you. Thank you for listening, working, and chatting. It's been a great conversation. I really appreciate you all sharing your thoughts and your comments, because I do believe that it's going to help out somebody else. I do believe that somebody who has a question about whatever it is that we're talking about can come right here and look at it. The professor appreciates this. Until next time, peace off. All right, bye, bro. He just told me he's leaving. All right. I think tone policing is often used a way of deflecting. Did I read that right? I think tone policing is often used as a way of deflecting, same as a tit for tat argument. Yeah, and you have those tit for tat arguments. People will have it. Okay, but you say you're gonna stop, but let me stop. Sweet Thumb, that's a perfect place to stop, right? So you guys, Miss T has already called me out for being here too long. So what I'm going to do is thank you all once again for showing up for me, and thank you for having this conversation with me. I am overwhelmed, and I'm very my heart is full with all the support I appreciate it. I don't know how many times I could say it to make it real to some of you all, but I do appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. Any support for me is welcome. I don't care if you stay on 10 seconds. Thank you very much for the 10 seconds of your time because you didn't have to do it, but you did. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the likes. Please put the like button. Press it because while I might not really be that concerned about a YouTube wants it, and I think it might help me out. So the thumbs up, the joining the family, the Geeky Girls Journal family. If you'd like to hang out with me, this is me. Well, I can't say anything else about it. If you like what you see, join. If you don't, do what you want to do. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be a part of my family, don't be a part of it because I won't beg people to do that. So the next time you are, we're going to have a great conversation. Oh, I do want to remind you all to Sundays. I'm going to start doing lives on Sundays. I'm trying to be consistently doing lives on Sundays at 6 p.m. Shh, hold on 1 second. Shh, thank you. 6 p.m. on Sunday before. Okay, so 6 p.m. on Sunday, I'll be doing a live, and most of the time I'll probably have that same group unless something changes. I don't know. We'll see what God has in store with me because I don't know. Okay, here I'm just here trying to figure things out and trying to make this experience the best experience for you all. So hopefully I'm doing that. If you have any comments, concerns, suggestions, or anything to help this channel become a better channel, please drop it in the chat. Or after you watch this live, put it in the comment section. I'll read the comments. And I will definitely try to get back to you and respond. And I appreciate all of your time. I appreciate the sharing, the liking, the listening. That's the biggest part. Listening and the listening is not the biggest part. The biggest part is this engagement. I really love the engagement. So thank you all for that. Have a good rest of your day and be safe out there tonight if you're going out. Be safe and have a wonderful, I couldn't even get it out. Wonderful rest of your week. Wonderful day, wonderful day, and wonderful rest of the week. And come back again and hang out with me, you all. I appreciate it. I had a great time. All right. Have a good day, you all. See you next time. Oh, okay. Oh, Kay Renee said, have a good day, everybody. And have a great day, everyone, is what she said. I'm corrected. And Sweet Thumb said, doing good. Keep it up. Thanks. Thank you, Sweet Thumb. I appreciate that. All right. I'll see you all on the next video. Oh, somebody else, thank you for coming in. I'm leaving out, but feel free to replay this. It's here, Village Food Season. I just wanted to put you up so that you know I do see you. I want to acknowledge you before I leave out. Hello, I'm from Kay Renee post. Oh, thank you for sharing me out, Kay Renee. I appreciate that. She must have shared me out for you to see that. So I appreciate it. Thanks again. I hope I didn't overlook anything anybody said. But connect to these people over here, and be safe. Have a good day, you all. I'm done. I'll see you in the next video.